My name is Chris Myers. It is currently 8 a.m. and I'm going to be trying to survive for 24 hours outdoors, only using the resources around me. I'm going to need to find food, water, and shelter before sundown in order to call this challenge complete. All right, here are all the tools that I'll be able to use. First, I'm going to have a flint and steel, Swiss Army knife, a fishing knife, twine, a little thermos, and a wood splitting maul. All right, so right now it is about 60 degrees outside and it's supposed to heat up to 80 degrees, but right now I think it's smart to just start making a fire because that's an essential element to camping outdoors. So let's get it started. Always pick up your trash. Also, this might come in handy. Come on. Oh my gosh. Finally. Oh my gosh. Well, that took ages longer than I expected to, but finally we have a fire. Victory. That flint and steel stuff is no joke. That was a bit of a workout, to be honest. All right, now that we got the fire going, I think the next step is to start boiling up some water because water is obviously an essential element to life. And it's gonna get up to 80 degrees today, so I think that's gonna be smart. So let's get that going. All right, the only readily available freshwater source is this lake right here. But the thing is, it's, I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty darn disgusting. Like there's just particles and stuff floating around in it. So not only are we gonna need to filter it, we're also gonna need to boil the water to kill all the bacteria. So first, let's start out by making a filter. And so this is gonna be where we're gonna start making our filter. So the first layer that we're gonna need is a layer of charcoal dust. So we're gonna take this log and we're gonna break it down with another rock into a fine powder. And that should help to sort out all the particles and stuff in the water. All right, so this is the kind of dust we're looking for right here. All right, next I'm just gonna take my shirt and lay it out on here, put the dust in there. And our next layer will be a layer of sand. All right, usually cloth is a good material to make this sort of stuff, make a filter, because it's pretty thin and it allows you to get out all the bacteria. There. All right, I guess here goes nothing. Now we just kind of fold this up, take the four corners, and boom, we're just gonna scoop water through this into the Coke can. All right, here's one bottle full. Oh, that's pretty disgusting. Yeah. Time to push this fire together a little bit and make room for our Coke can. So usually when you're cooking food or boiling water, you want to wait for the flames to die down. This is mostly for food. Mostly it's for food because you don't want to burn the food with the flame. But here, if we're just boiling water, I think it'll be all right. So all these coals are really hot, and this should be boiling in about 10 minutes. This won't take that long. So I just pulled this stick out of the fire because this would actually be a perfect shovel to dig out dirt with, because burning wood actually makes it stronger, like it increases the structural integrity or something like that. And this one is actually shaped perfectly for a shovel. So yeah, let me get some of the ash off. So this, you'll be able to just dig up the hard ground and get your way into the earth. So this will be useful for building a shelter later. All right, so as you can see, the water is really starting to boil, so I think it's about time that we pull it off and we'll pour it in the thermos and let it cool down. All right, just using a bunch of leaves as my oven mitts. All right, here we go. That still looks pretty murky, but it's sure darn better than what it was. All right, now this isn't perfect by any means. I have no doubt that some of the ash from the fire got into the water, but at least I know that this isn't full of bacteria like the lake water because it's been boiled thoroughly. So I guess we'll give it a try. Cheers, I guess. Smells fine. Yeah, it's just hot. All right, while I let the water boil off, I'm gonna go look for some herbs to see if I can make some sort of tea or something like that out of whatever I can find out in the woods. So as I'm walking through the forest, the one thing that I'm seeing the most are green onion chives. There's they're like everywhere, all spread out here. They're like one of the only green things growing out here. So I'll just grab a bunch of those and take those back. I'm back with the green onion chives. I've probably not even eaten this many chives in my entire life, but oh well. I'm gonna start putting some of these in the water and hopefully I guess it'll improve the flavor or something. Make it sort of like tea. Water's still steaming, kind of crazy. All right, so there's the chive water. I guess we'll let that sit for a bit. Hopefully I'll start tasting a little better. All right, this is time to try the chive water. That's actually not bad. Like, wow, okay, I thought that was gonna taste like dirt water, but you know what? That's actually pretty good. My mouth is starting to get dry after having all those chives, and now my breath smells like a sack of onions. And this is totally refreshing, even though it's like just below boiling. You know what's funny is I'm actually starting to eat the chives out of the hot water here, and they're actually like so much better than they were raw. It's actually pretty surprising. It reminds me of seaweed at like sushi restaurants, and yeah, it's a little more chewy, and I think almost even a little more flavorful, so it's actually really good. Now it's time to start setting up shelter. So I think I'm gonna make my camp right here in this area. I'm gonna take a big branch, put it here, and then run it across. I'm gonna plant a Y-shaped stick, and then boom, just hang up a bunch of branches right there, and that should be our home for the night. So one end will go like there, another end will probably be supported right around here. All right, so I dug the hole about, I'd say about 8 to 9 inches deep. I think it's about time to lay the foundation for our home for the night. All right, currently sitting in the middle of the fort. Right now it's starting to look pretty good. Still need to fill in that back wall over there. But yeah, no, the ground's all cleaned up for the most part, and then added a bit of moss out front just so it's like a little doormat or something. But yeah, it's starting to come together, and hopefully this should be done soon. Now that things are starting to warm up around here, the bugs are going to start coming out. And since I don't want to get eaten alive by mosquitoes tonight, I'm going to build a fire pit right here so that it'll send smoke over toward my camp, which will hopefully keep the bugs off me at night. This technique that I'm going to use is called a Dakota fire hole. And so basically I'm going to just dig a big hole straight down and then a smaller hole connecting so that wind can blow fresh air into the pit. And this should hopefully keep the smoke down and also keep the fire very controlled. So let's get on with it. All right, well, here's the hole I got so far. It's pretty deep. It's about that deep, if that gives any perspective. Yeah, all right, now I just gotta dig a tiny hole that goes through here and then tunnels up to the surface right around there. All right, so here's the fire hole so far. I've got the area where all the logs are gonna go, and then I've got this trench that leads down to that area. And I think I'm gonna just leave it open and exposed like this because it is very difficult to dig through here, because you can see there are just tons of roots down here. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. So the plan right now is to make some bushcraft torches before the sun goes down, so that hopefully I'll have a source of light and a way to transfer this fire up to my campsite later tonight. All right, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is find a small log that you can easily grab with one hand, and hopefully it's dry because that'll be better for burning. Then take a wood splitting maul and put it on top. We're gonna cut this into quadrants, and right now I'm gonna use a rock to hit the top of the back of the maul to split the wood, so that I have a more controlled break, because just swinging wildly at it is not very efficient. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's like perfect. All right, I'm gonna take that out. Do the same, but perpendicular to the cut you just made. All right, here are our 4 quadrants right there. This is what you want it to look like. And I split it most of the way down because I think the longer the slices are through the side, the longer this is gonna burn. And we want this going as long as possible, so boom, here we are. All right, so the next step is to get 2 small sticks, and we're gonna wedge them down in the log here so that it holds the 4 quadrants open. So that makes it easier for air to get in to fuel the fire, as well as stuff this kindling into the log. So here, now our log is held open. I just gathered some pine needles because they're easy to light. Now once you have that in, just take a thicker stick and we're gonna basically cap it off. So put 1 stick down there, 1 stick right here. There we go. So now we have our kindling wedged between these 2 sticks, and this should be ready to go. Now I'm gonna make another 2 torches and I'll be right back. All right, just got all 3 of my torches done. Got 1, 2, and the last one 3, which I engraved Chris on because why not? The last few objectives for today is to just try to catch a fish and boil more water, and that's it. Because we've got shelter taken care of, we've got water sort of taken care of, and food also sort of taken care of. So we're well on the way to completing this challenge. So let's finish strong. I've been sitting by the fire and I've just been absolutely roasting out in this sun, so I am definitely ready to jump in the lake right now. So let's do it. These are my knees. Oh. Whoa. It's freezing cold. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. Oh. I'm feeling like 10 times refreshed, and I'm sitting by the fire trying to warm up a little bit. But yeah, man, that lake water is freezing cold. That was not very pleasant at all. But I feel better now that I've like combated the heat, so time to sit down and just enjoy this fire. All right, got my little thermos of water. And this time I picked up some mint. So this should hopefully taste a ton better in the water than the chives did. So I'm just gonna drop a bunch in there and then wait for it to cool off. All right, time to try the mint tea that I made earlier. Hopefully it's cooled down enough. But yeah, we'll give it a shot. It's not too bad. I mean, this would be actually really good if it was cold. It's a little bit better than the chive tea, but yeah, still not amazing. Check out that sunset. Alright, so I just spent the past hour fishing on this rod here, which is just a stick, some twine, a little rock as a weight, and then a stick with the worm. That was it. That's all I did. And I was hoping to lure in some fish and then scoop it up with the net, but that didn't work out. So now AJ's convinced me to try regular fishing. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so no luck today on the makeshift rod or on the real rods. So yeah, I guess probably no fishing, no cooking up a fish tonight. I guess hopefully better luck tomorrow morning. Alright, I'm just gonna chuck one more water on the fire. Well, the sun just went down, which means I only have a couple more minutes of sunlight. It's probably about 8 o'clock right now. So I think I'm about 12 hours through this adventure. So I guess hopefully I'll just spend the rest of my time sleeping because I feel pretty tired. Right now I got my water cooling off, and hopefully that'll be ready to go in the next few minutes. And yeah, sorry that I didn't get a fish today. I was really looking forward to catching something kind of big, and just didn't work out today. And I mean, that's fishing. That's how it goes. You have good days, you have bad days. And today, I guess, was just a miss. So, oh well. Oh my fucking God. Let's fucking go. I got a fish. Dude, are you kidding me? This is amazing. He's not huge, but he's something, and I'm pretty hungry. So I think this guy's dinner. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right, here's our little fish. Okay, relax, relax. Oh, I hate fish, in case you don't know. They're like disgusting. I hate it when they flick in my hands. Relax. Okay. Oh wow, got it. Okay. I have no idea how to kill a fish. I'm gonna probably just stab it. I don't know. I don't want to like suffocate it. That's freaking horrible. But here he is. I'm gonna chuck another worm on and see if I can get another, and then I'm gonna cook and see what happens. So I'll be back. Getting nibbles. Yeah, robbed. Oh, I think he might have it. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, please, please make it to the dock. This guy feels bigger. Oh yeah, he's thicker. Are you kidding me? Look at this beast. Holy sh, guys. That's a massive fish. Look at that. It's huge. It's big for this lake, I'll tell you that much. Oh, we eating tonight. Dude, I thought I was gonna go to bed hungry or just eat some more chives. Thank gosh I'm not. Let's freaking go. Let's go. I don't know if you guys understand, like this was insane. I had a feeling, I was like, you know, might as well just chuck the fishing rod in the water, drop a worm in, see what happens. And thank gosh that first fish picked up in like the first 3 minutes. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just wing it, go for a second one. And thank gosh, a bigger one came out. I was so happy, dude. For a sec I thought it was a bass, it was that big. But dude, it was massive. I'm gonna get some actually like legit fillets off of this thing. These guys are really slimy. No surprise, they're fish. Oh well. Alrighty, I'm gonna move this guy to the side. I guess we'll dig into this little guy first. Need to get under the fin and the gill. Yep. Boom. Alright, there's our first cut. Alright, boom. There's that one side. Back with a headlamp because I couldn't see shit. Scales are so sticky, it's ridiculous. Alrighty, next fish. Hopefully this one's way more meat. I can hear something in the water. Can't tell if it's a gar or a snake, but I think it's eating the fish parts out there, which is a little unsettling because whatever it is big. I don't like it. Oh, there's so much yellow juice. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's pretty damn gross. Alright, there goes this guy. Adios. Almost got it. Alright, there's that. Well, there we go. This is our chunk of meat. Not too shabby. We should make our little grill by dropping 2 logs down, and then perpendicular to that, a bunch of like smaller sticks. Once we sweep the coals under, this will allow the heat from the coals to pass through the slats of the wood here and cook the meat on top. All right, so I guess let's just get started. Wow, these coals are hot. Whoa. Holy crap, the whole ground is like on fire. All right, there we go. Now time to drop this on. Let's just start placing them in. Boom, there it is. In all of its glory. I think it still needs to cook some more. I'm gonna just turn it. Ooh, yeah, starting to get a little golden. Nice. It's looking good. Feels so nice to sit down, enjoy a little fire, cook some of this stuff. Man, this is living. So just about looking done. Oh, almost dropped it. Damn it. Well, I'm eating it anyways. That's how it is out here. We eat it even if it falls. Alright, now we are just about ready to feast. I'm just going to put some salt over the top of all this. Just because fish without seasoning is a little whack.
Salt is not seasoning.
It sort of is. Seasoning enough for me. And then next is the roasted garlic and red bell pepper blend. Okay, there's no like amount for this. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. That might be enough. We'll see. All right, now I guess it's just time for a taste test. Oh my gosh, that is fire. Dude, that is so good. With the seasoning, it tastes like a Triscuit.
Triscuit.
A literal Triscuit.
There you go.
Almost the same texture as well.
That's a little weird.
Here, I'm going in for round 2. That stuff is good. Yup. That is it. This right here. I need every calorie of this I can get.
Okay, Bear Grylls.
Just about polish that off. I gotta lick the rock. The peat is disgusting. Wash it down with the last of my water. Call it a day. I guess I'll light my torch and walk over to camp. Oh man, that tastes so good, even though it shouldn't, but it just feels so rewarding. Up there is the Big Dipper, and you can see the pot handle and then the pot part. It's kind of upside down and on an angle. And the 2 stars at the top, if you draw a line between the 2 and you follow it down and to the left, there will be a star. It's kind of hidden between the trees. That is the North Star. And this works for every season of the year if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Alrighty, time to light up the torch. Oh gosh, it's hot. Boom. Here's our torch. I guess we'll head over to the shelter. That's sick. Alright, I've transferred the fire over and it's starting to go inside the Dakota fire hole. And man, I'm so glad that the torch kept flame all the way across the road getting over here. But yeah, wow, now it's starting to go. I still have 2 more torches left. I don't know if I'm actually going to use them. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of sit here and watch this fire until it dies out, which will probably take like about an hour. Hopefully I just get a good night's sleep, even though I'm outside on the dirt ground beneath a pile of sticks and leaves. But oh well, we'll see how it goes. I guess this will be good night for me. Peace. Alrighty. It is about 3:30 a.m. and I couldn't really sleep, so it was just cold in the little shelter, and I was just hoping that it would be morning by now, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I just kind of tossed and turned for like 4 hours, and now I think I'm just gonna wait by the fire till morning. Alright, well, it's finally daytime, as you can see over that way. Got this little bit of a sunrise coming up. And right now I'm sitting next to the fire and just trying to warm up. I estimate it to be about 6 o'clock. And so yeah, the sun will come up, things will start to warm up, and I've only got a couple more hours left of this challenge. The only thing I had planned to do when I woke up was just to clean off, because I have tons of dirt on me from sleeping on the ground. I still have sand in my pants from when I went swimming earlier, like soot from the fire, just dried up like fish guts and sweat. Honestly, the water is looking pretty cold. I think I'll just wait till I can go shower. I'm gonna just chill here till 8 o'clock and boom, we'll be done. So I guess we'll see you then. Here's all that's left of the fort. There was the fire hole, and that's where I slept for 4 hours. And also, funny thing is, anytime a leaf fell off the side of the shelter, I thought it was a critter crawling outside, so I was kind of like freaked out by that every time. All right, well, we are approaching 8 o'clock, which means that this challenge is just about come to a close. I have successfully built a shelter, found food, and found water, so I say this challenge is complete. And yeah, last night was terrible sleep, but honestly, sleeping on the ground, it was a really humbling experience. I just realized how much I take for granted in my day-to-day life. Living outdoors is very different from the normal life that I usually live. And yeah, I just take for granted things like having a soft bed, drinking clean water, and having a house that's clean, wearing shoes even, like, because I did this whole thing barefoot. It was kind of amazing last night. If I hadn't got that fire lit at 3 a.m., I probably would have just quit the challenge, because it was like really late at night. All the sticks and leaves were really wet. I wasn't even sure if I could get the fire going, but thank gosh I did. So now I got a fire going. This was a really fun experience, although it was quite a roller coaster, lots of ups and downs. Either way, I had a really good time filming it, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.